Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. We are live. It's another match day as ever. It feels like match days are coming thick and fast right now. And we're just half an hour away from kickoff as we speak, with Manchester United set to take on Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium in Brighton. Now, Manchester United's team news is in, and it's not a shock to me, maybe a shock to some. But Bruno Fernandes starts just a couple of days after playing 120 minutes of FA Cup football, as does Harry Maguire. The team is David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Greenwood and Martial. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer picking the same team that lined up against Sheffield United in that 3-0 win when Anthony Martial got his hat-trick at Old Trafford. So it's a very good team for Manchester United. A very strong lineup for the Reds. Daniel James returns to the squad and he is on the bench. And we got half an hour, well just under half an hour now until kickoff. So that is the team news for you. What do you guys think of the team news there at home? Let us know in those comments below what you make of the team news today, as Brighton and Hove Albion and Manchester United get ready for the match tonight. Albion's team: Ryan in goal, Lamptey, Dunk, Duffy, Byrne, Montoya, Bissouma, Stephen, Proper, McAllister and Connolly. Sorry, that would be Stevens, not Stephen. They haven't got Stephen Alson in the middle of their team. So that's the lineup for them, with Button, Bernardo, Skeletto, Moy, Gross, March, Trossard, Murray and Morpie on the bench. So some may say they're going with a little bit less of a strong team for this game, although you know I'm not a Brighton and Hove Albion expert, so I wouldn't be able to tell you on that one. Manchester United's team, as I said: David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Bruno Fernandes, Matic, Pogba, Greenwood, Marshall and Rashford. That's the team. On the bench: Romero, Bailly, Williams, Andreas, Fred, James, Mata, McTominay, Igalo. Interestingly enough, no Jesse Lingard yet again on the bench for Manchester United. I wonder what that means for his future. Is it his illness? Is it just been left out of the squad? You know, him and Andreas Pereira, they're players that were starting an awful lot at the start of the season, and now they're edging away and they're not playing as much. They're not even involved in the match day squads at times. So you know, there's big messages being sent out with team selection here as well. Even with 9 subs available on the bench. So that's an interesting decision by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. As I get stuck into a beer and Moretti, what are you guys drinking there at home? Let us know in those comments as well. What's your drink today? Is it a beer? Is it something else? Let us know in those comments. Get hitting that like button, get commenting, get sharing. We've still got plenty of time until kickoff as well. Pratic says, hope we are leading 2-0 at half time so that we can rest Bruno. Now obviously we want to be in a position to be able to rest Bruno. We've got a game coming up in about, I think it's 5 days time. We've got our next game. You know, so Bruno Fernandes will get a little bit of a rest. Wouldn't surprise me to see him play 90 minutes today, but you never know. Saint Waka the Poor, how you doing, mate? Liam Keely's in the house. Sartak Muzzy's in the house as well. Ross is here. Tian's here. Harry Cheek saying first 11, say no more. And it is a very good team as well. Simon Crazy Vape is on the Stellars tonight. Luke is playing well, but I don't see the issue with him, says Andrew. Luke Shaw is in the team. Not a surprise to me. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is obviously favouring him, but I predicted Brandon Williams would start. It looks like Luke Shaw's getting a run of games in that team. Hopefully he has an improvement of form today. I thought, some people didn't, I thought he was pretty poor against Norwich in what he had to do going forward. I thought he played well against Sheffield United. So in my opinion, he's had mixed form, but he starts again tonight. Maybe when some would have thought, you know, Brandon Williams would be coming into the first 11. So there you go in terms of that. Obviously, let us know what you lot are thinking about everything today. Are you going for a Manchester United win? I am. I feel we're going to win. I'm going for a 2-0 win to the Reds. I don't know about you guys. Let us know. I'll read some of those out in a bit as well. I needed that. The first sip's always the best, isn't it? I really did need that, to be honest. Just had a glass of Coke, and that's proper hit the spot, that has. Get your comments in. Unyemi's on the beans today. Jason says just needs to improve going forward. I think that's in regards to Luke Shaw's. That's a criticism that I've given into him. Add Williams and Bailly into that, and that's our best lineup, says Jason. Who you bringing Bailly in for? Well, obvious, isn't it, Lindelof? You're not going to take out Maguire. Samoan85 thinks we'll win 3-0. Shamim says, what's your thoughts on the FA Cup draw? Obviously, Manchester United were drawn against Chelsea. Arsenal were drawn against Manchester City. What do I think about that draw? It was always going to be a tricky draw, wasn't it? When you look at the teams that were left in the hat and the teams that were left in the competition, it was always going to be a tricky draw. But I'm quite confident, you know. We've beaten Chelsea 3 times already this season, and that's probably the thing that makes me think, will we do it again? You know, will we do it again? Could we? But I'm quietly confident we can do it again, and we will do it again. So let us know if you think we'll get through in the FA Cup as well, as I just bring the clock into play there. Luke Shaw's on the screen, but it's in phone mode, so I don't know what he's talking about at the minute. Sky Sports have got him sending a video. I'd love to know what he's saying, but I can't hear what he's saying. The game is on Sky Sports for those asking today, obviously. This is a watch-along. You can watch this with the game on your other screen, and obviously see our reactions to it. If you haven't got the game, because you're unable to watch it today, you haven't got Sky, or you haven't got, you know, the game wherever you are in the world, then I'll try and give you a little bit of commentary, and you'll be able to tell what's going on by the look on this face. So this provides 2 things: a companion for the game. We got a clock in the back if you want to get it synced up. So you got a companion for the game, and of course, if you can't watch the game, then you've got some commentary as well. Like I said, that team news, I'm really buzzing with that. Harry's going for a 3-1 United win, as is Nafiz. Harry thinks we'll concede from a set piece, and Dunk will get the goal. I'd love David De Gea to get a clean sheet, but he's probably not going to get a clean sheet today. Thoughts on the mad cheap Sane deal, says Con. I seen someone comment on my Twitter that why don't we ever get deals like this, and I think you got to look at the, you know, when Premier League clubs aren't buying, the price goes down anyway. As soon as United goes in, the price will go up. If we would sign someone off City, do you know how much money they would want? It'd be ridiculous. So you have to take that into consideration. But also, he's been wanting out for ages. He's been injured for a long time. He had a serious injury as well. And he was going to leave last summer and didn't because of that injury. So it's a move that's been on the cards for a while. I'm not surprised by this one at all. Sane going for that. And what is it, 45 to 55? Something. It's in various different reports. Whatever it is, it's quite cheap for Leroy Sane. Anshesh thinks it will be 0-4 with Martial and Rashford getting the double. United have not beaten Brighton at their home stadium since they've returned to the Premier League. So hopefully we can change that tonight. They're sitting 15th, 6 points ahead of the relegation zone. You know, having played 31 games with 7 games to go. So they probably feel quite safe at this moment in time. All it takes, though, is a few of the teams below them to get a few victories, and they're right back into the mix. So, you know, they'll be up for getting a point. They'll be looking to get a few points. They could cement their position in the league if they beat United today. So, can't complain about them. They're going to be coming out to get a point, maybe 3. I'm a little bit worried about this match, to be honest. Anybody else at home worried about this one? United's fixtures as well. How many wins do you think we can get? When we look at Manchester United's fixtures, these are what they are. So we got Brighton tonight. Then we got Bournemouth at home. Villa away. Southampton at home. Palace away. Chelsea in the Cup. West Ham at home. Leicester away. So those are United's next 8 fixtures, including this one today. So you got Brighton United, Man United Bournemouth, Aston Villa Man United, Man United Southampton, Palace United, Man United Chelsea, Man United West Ham, Leicester United, and of course Man United against LASK Lynx is scheduled for the 5th of August in the Europa League. when that will all get back underway. So I'm really looking forward to this game. Paddy Evra's on the screen. What else can you got to be happy about Paddy Evra being on the screen. And we're around 19 minutes till kickoff. Jamie Redknapp's got his outside coat on inside, so he's definitely not feeling the benefit of that when he gets home or when he gets outside. Adam, can we get a United on this day? You can indeed. I think I did one earlier, so it might be something we've already done, but nevertheless we will do it. What's the date? 30th of June. No, is it the 30th of June? Yeah, it is the 30th of June. Did we do this? It's Gary Pallister's birthday today. So, on this day, in 1965, Wednesday the 30th of June, Gary Pallister is born on the Kent coast at Ramsgate. He's destined to become one half of Manchester United's most formidable centre-back partnerships of one of them. With Steve Bruce together, known affectionately as Dolly and Daisy. Playing alongside Bruce, he wins 3 league titles, the 1991 European Cup Winners' Cup and a Super Cup, 3 FA Cups and the League Cup. He comes to United from Middlesbrough in 1989 for 2.3 million, a record fee for a defender, before returning to the club he supported growing up 9 years later for 2.5 million. So that's on this day. Happy birthday to Gary Pallister. Fingers crossed we can get a victory for Gary Pallister. Even says, I love this game. Only worried about the Europa League game, says Annika. Oh, God. Imagine being worried about that. 5-0 up against LASK Linz. Why am I reaching for the Coke can when I've got a beer open? It just doesn't make sense, does it? We are 17 minutes away from kickoff. Not long to go now at all. This will be one of those games. Imagine a midweek game at Brighton away. That's a long-ass drive for me. I'd have to drive about 3-4 hours to the Amex. It might be a little bit longer than that. 3-4 hours back. So I would have had to leave today, 8 o'clock kickoff, let's say, if we were going to this game, obviously. I would have had to leave at about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Get there, do the team news and that. Go to the game. If I have a ticket. If not, you go into a boozer or you get in somewhere with your laptop and watching it. And then after the match, you're doing your fan cams, your reactions for an hour. And then you're doing the live stream on the way to the car. Remember them streams? I miss them. Imagine when we can do our first one back. It's going to be great. You do your live stream back to the car. Get to the car for about an hour and a half after the game's finished. So it'd be about 11 o'clock. Half 11. And then that 3-4 hour drive. So you're not getting home till about 3:30, 3 o'clock. And those in Manchester have to go even further. Obviously, they're an hour and a half further away from me. Adam Wilmot says, Adam, Sky Sports said club officials have told them we won't pay over 50 million for Jadon Sancho. Raheel, I am a season ticket holder. I would take the reports in Sky Sports with a pinch of salt, as always. One, Sky Sports is very flaky. They don't get everything right. And I know it's Sky Sports and they're a big outlet. And, you know, when they say something, we usually listen. But also, you know, it's gossip. And I think it'll be possibly a brief from Manchester United. It's probably a brief that's being used to try and drive Jadon Sancho's price down. We know that Dortmund, you know, have lost money. They're in a position where they're going to want to recoup some funds. Manchester United are seemingly, if you believe reports, in a one-horse race for the player. You know, Chelsea are targeting other players. He doesn't really look likely to go into any other clubs in any other countries. He's not going to stay in Germany. So, you know, it's kind of just pointing to United. Liverpool, you know, they were unable to complete a Timo Werner signing due to funds. So whether they'd be able to compete for his signature remains to be seen without selling one of their big players. So when you consider all that, you're kind of looking at United being one of the most serious contenders for his signature. You also saw a Jadon Sancho that wasn't starting at towards the end of the season for Borussia Dortmund. So when you take these things into consideration, you've got to think his price is going to drop at some point, and United are just playing part of the game. You're almost negotiating with the club before you've entered the negotiating table, and that's what United will be doing. We'll be negotiating with them. It's as simple as that, and we're trying to get that price down from whatever they want, whether it's 100 million, 120 million. You know, they've been briefing the press with various different things, so that's how I look at that Jadon Sancho story. Chris Florentine, good morning to you in Australia, mate. Hope you're doing good. Do I follow the NBA? I don't that closely, although I'll tune in every now and then. Don't mind a little bit of 2K. Bayern are getting a good deal for Sane, of course they are. It's a very good deal for Sane. Hector says Dortmund won't let Sancho go for less than 100 million. Facts. I reckon they do let him go for less than 100 million. I'm not going to say facts because it's not a fact. Only an idiot would say fact to something that they don't know is a fact. But yeah, I think he could end up going for around 90 million, to be honest with you. Fuck that though. Forget Sancho. Forget all of that good stuff. How excited are we to see this team again? Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, Pogba, Bruno, Matic. First off, Matic has become almost first choice at central defensive midfield, overtaken Fred and McTominay in the team, which is incredible. Pogba, Bruno, you know, there's something else, different quality. Rashford and Martial, we know what they can be. Greenwood is going to be something special. So exciting to watch this team. I read a rumour just before, one sec. Let me try and sort this out. I read a rumour just before kickoff in relation to Daniel James starting. And I was gutted. It's no disrespect for Daniel James. I just want to see Mason Greenwood play football. I want to see him play. Has to play. It's as simple as that. So yeah, I was glad that wasn't the team news. And the team news, did include Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, and Marcus Rashford, because they're without doubt some of our most talented players. Hope Bruno is back at it today. What I love about Bruno is he had one performance which was like 6.5 out of 10, and everyone thought, what the fuck's going on? Because every other game he was 8, 9, 10 out of 10. He was quality. He's going to have little peaks and troughs in his performances. That's going to happen. But if you're having 3 out of 4 games is great, rather than 3 out of 4 games is shit and 1 out of 4 is great, then you're onto a good ratio there, innit? We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. I'm going to have to get my timer ready so we can get it in sync with what's going down. Obviously at Brighton and Hove Albion. So remind me to do that before the game kicks off. Pogba's going to run rings around that midfield, says Hector Scarecrow. Adam, I reckon we are one signing away from being title contenders. We need one more player like Bruno, whose awareness and technical ability is exceptional. You say one more player like Bruno. I think Pogba's better than Bruno. And that's not... I'm not discrediting Bruno, but I just find it mad how everyone points to Bruno when Pogba's as good, if not better. But I hear you. We're not far off. We need a few more quality players, and we'll be right at it. We will be right at it. So, yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you, says P Savage. I am very confident we'll get a win. That's not to say we will, but I am very confident, you know what I mean? Traore, not Sancho. Get him, says Jennifer. I wouldn't mind Traore as a backup option, but to Sancho. I'm a big fan of Jadon Sancho. I think he's the missing piece to United's front three, to be totally honest with you. My score prediction, Tim Walsh. Tim Walsh's is 2-1, by the way. My score prediction is Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. I hope we're wrong. I hope I'm wrong and we get more goals. Ayush says, I think we're 3 to 4 signings away from winning. Our biggest issue is depth. Jay Satoska says, the thoughts on Angel Gomez. I did do an in-depth video on him earlier on today. We had a special United Daily, seeing as it's match day. I did an extra one. But in terms of Angel Gomez, I'm disappointed to see him leave. I hope he does well wherever he goes, unless that's Chelsea. I would have liked to have seen him sign a deal at United, but it's not the end of the world. Better players have left in the past. Of course, it would be disappointing to see someone with his ability go and fulfill that elsewhere. But if he doesn't believe United's the place for him to develop his future, we can't beg him to stay. We can't pander to people that don't want to be here. Amar says Bruno shouldn't play 90 minutes. I'm rolling into 2 nights. Game just finished the 0-4 FA Cup final. Was that the 4-0, 3-0 against Millwall? What an FA Cup final that was. Ronaldo got a trophy. You know, was that Ronnie's first or second trophy? Because he won the League Cup around that time, but I think the League Cup was 0-5, wasn't it? Ander keeps asking what happened to FTD. 94J Reedy says, good evening, 3-0. Could be. Could be. I'm going 2-0, but I hope you're right. And it's 3-0. Or I hope Hector's right and P Savage is right and it's 4-0. 4-2-0. 420 Herbman says it's 4-0 to Greenwood as well. Oh no, he says. Oh no. He said Pogba twice and 1 for Greenwood. Honestly, Bissaka has been a completely solid right back for us in terms of defending. He's been solid. He's just lacked that attacking flair which we signed him for. Rebecca's going for a 2-1 or a 3-1 to United. Russ thinks if we're up at half time by a couple of goals, we should rest Bruno. Nice one, Jay. Appreciate you, brother. 1-4 says Aviral. Obviously, United are the away team, so I assume he's going for a Manchester United win. We are yet to see kick-off just yet as I look at that league table and see the C next to Liverpool's name. I feel sick. Didn't quite underestimating Brighton. They've played Wolves, Arsenal and Leicester and only conceded 1. We need to be at it, says Daniel. And that is clearly why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has gone with the team that he's got. He's gone with a strong Manchester United 11 because he knows we're going to have to beat this team. There's no point going weak and then having to change players and bring on, you know, a different player at half time or something to try and chase the game. It's better to start with your best team and take it from there. What's going on, Jacob? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Do me a favour, hit that like button, get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing. We've set a new target of 200 members by the end of June. At the moment, we're on 108, I believe, if nobody's left by now. We are on 108, so if you can help us, be one of those 92 more that we need to hit the target of 200. Get hitting that join button. The new exclusive members video is going up in the next 24 hours, so you'll be able to catch that and the last 2 that we're already uploaded. So make sure you're keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV, not only for the daily content like United Daily Live, like this, like Rumerator, Master Debaters, Pod to Nowhere, Straight Up MUFC, Weekly United, Premier League Gazette. You know, those are all contents that you will get on AdamMcKola TV, and by joining, you support all of that, but you also get a little bit of bonus extras out of the channel as well. So if you can, get hitting that join button. I'm keeping very well, thank you, Rebecca. Hope you are too. Matt's going to have a tough game ahead physically, but I feel he's up to it, says Sahil. Bruno bracing, coming. Pogba with the assist, says Aviral. Anuj thinks Greenwood will score first. Who's going to score first? I think Anthony Martial will continue his good form and grab his 20th goal of the season. If Martial scores, if Rashford scores, it will be their 20th goal of the season, and it will make them the leading goal scorer at Manchester United, because at this moment in time they are both joint on 19 goals apiece. I don't think we have beat Brighton away since they've been promoted. We've lost the last 2. Am I aiming for 100k, says Mark? Of course I'm aiming for 100k. Why not? We're not far off. 25, 26, 27k off. Obviously, gutted we can't be at the games, but I'm loving the live fan cams, says Daniel. Yes, make sure you're joining us for the live fan cams at the end of today's game. They kick off at 10:30. They'll be running for a whole hour, and you'll be able to be a massive part of them by getting on that stuff. Jake says, what happens to the pod to nowhere? Has House and bailed? We've been sorting out a lot of things. Some of you might have heard in the Discord that we've got the members only Discord, or you know, some of you might have heard from Steve's Patreon, but we're in the middle of sorting some stuff out that hopefully means big things for all of us, including you like sat at home. So make sure you're keeping it locked. Adam, why are you obsessed with Mason Mount? Not mentioned him once on this video. I just think he's overrated, and I can't believe he plays for England when there's players like Maddison and Jack Grealish and all that. I just feel Gareth Southgate goes for some mediocre player at times. Barkley being another one. Barkley's trash. He hasn't improved since he broke onto the scene for Everton. Alright, he scored a goal the other day, but it's trash. I haven't got a fancy team, no. Every time I do a fancy team at the start of the season, I always fall out of love with it, or just forget to do a team one week, and then it all falls out of pot, and I can't get back in control of things. So there you go. Donny van der Beek is class. Pranay, I don't know whether he'll be coming to Manchester United, but is nevertheless a very good player. Manchester United players have entered the field. We are the first team out. The Brighton players are now heading out as well. Great to see that. Eric Bailly shaking hands with one of the... I didn't see which Brighton player it was, as it changed quite quickly, but he was going to greet one of the Brighton players. Cheers, Rebecca. Appreciate that. Do I think Maguire is better than Lindelof, says Hector? I do, but I think Bailly is better than both of them. That's my opinion. Make sure you're tweeting us at AdamMcKola. Follow us on Instagram as well, at AdamMcKola. Make sure you're subscribing to YouTube, Facebook. We've got everything, so make sure you're getting locked on all of that good stuff. The players are out. The teams are being shown on the screen. We're about 1 minute away from kickoff, so not long to go now at all. I need to get this clock ready because we're going to need to have some sort of time behind us, and so we can do this. Remember the teams, Manchester United's team: David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw are the fullbacks, Lindelof and Maguire at the heart of the defence with Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood, Marshall, Rashford making the rest of the lineup. What a team it is for Manchester United. Ryan, Duffy, Dunk, Burn, Lamptey, Montoya, Bissouma, Proper, Stevens, McAllister and Connolly is the team for Brighton. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team, the same team that lined up against Sheffield United and got that 3-0 win with Anthony Martial scoring. This is a must-win today. We must win this game. It's as simple as that. 1 second, I'll be right back. But we must win this game today. Have to. We have to win it. There's no ifs, buts or maybes. If we lose or draw this game, I fear that it's gone. Champions League gone. Through the league anyway. So we need to win this game. They've shown the team as a 4-2-3-1, which is probably likely to be correct. Pogba and Matic a little bit deeper with Fernandes ahead of them. Rashford, Marshall, Greenwood. Oh, that team. Oh my God. It just looks so much better, doesn't it, these days, the team? So much better. Kickoff must be a little bit late on this one. Hopefully we get a good start, get an early goal, watch them crumble, and we can batter them. Come on! Like 1 minute, 2 minute late. Quite late for this one. Come on! What are you waiting for? We're underway. Right then. You can sync your game up with my game. Hopefully, I've pressed the button at the right time and it's well synced. Oh, United on an early move. Bruno's pushed it through to Martial, who's in the box, and I have synced it up properly. Martial's now got the ball. Oh, great pass to Rashford. Rashford, sure. Oh, great start from United early on. Bruno picking it out for Martial, who looks bright again. He's now picked the ball up on the left of the field. In the left wing position where Rashford is. And he's now going to pass the ball to Bruno and jog across into the centre of the field again. Bruno, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba. It's almost a perfect start for Manchester United then. Luke Shaw's fouled on the halfway line. Free kick for Manchester United. Almost the perfect start. Remember, let us know where you're watching. AdamMcKola TV's watch along for Brighton, Manchester United 0-0. 1 minute into the game. We are off ski. Come on, Reds. Come on. Harry Maguire with a great ball to Marcus Rashford, but he's cleared by the defender for a throw-in. Nearly got it just over his head. Rashford's been crying out for a goal, hasn't he? Play. Go on, 1-2. Go on, Shaw! Oh, go on, Tony! Oh! That was a good ball by Luke Shaw there. I criticise him a lot. I have to give him credit where he's due. He played the 1-2 with Marcus Rashford. Burst up the left-hand side. He found a pass to Martial, whose first touch was good, but it took him back away from the goal and he had to kind of swivel and shoot. And it was blocked, but it was good play by Rashford and Luke Shaw there. Breaking up the left-hand side. Luke Shaw with the first time pass. He got the ball across. And just as Anthony Martial went to pull the trigger, the defender made a very good challenge to get it away. United have been bright early on. All the possession has been in Brighton's half. And just as they look to break, Aaron Wan-Bissaka wins the ball. And he actually wins the throw-in as well. So it must have deflected off the Brighton and Hove Albion player. And now Paul Pogba picks up the ball from Wan-Bissaka and gives it to Victor Lindelof as United look to build from centre half and go straight up the field. Turn the volume up for what? There is, of course, going to be a lag. Of course there's going to be a lag because of the fact that I hate explaining this to people every week. There's going to be a lag. Bruno, Pogba, Greenwood. Roast him, Greenwood. Run at him. Ball. Unlucky Bruno. Bruno went to swing across him. The defender cleared it, but Martial was lurking, and it's a good effort. Go on, Pogba. United have committed a foul. Brighton have got their first bit of possession in the final third. Come on, United. Watching United in the watch-along from Ireland, says Rebecca. The game on my TV is lagging. Yeah, it's not the game. It's just that there's going to be... this is far better commentary than Sky, says CCR. You've got the timer there. So if you want to, I don't know, pause the game on the telly till you catch up, or I don't know how you're going to sync it up, but you'll be able to do that somehow, some way. Get hitting that like button, get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing, get your super chats in, get joining, get all that good stuff going on. Brighton with their first little bit of possession, getting United pinned back. The free kick went short, and then Mason Greenwood blocked down an attempted cross, and it's out for a throw-in to Brighton and Hove Albion. So good defensive work there by Mason Greenwood, getting across and protecting his defender. What's too quiet? My mic. Is this a little bit better? Is this better? Is it? I brought the mic a little bit more closer to me. Or closely, Lilia. Oh, it was a good ball into the box. The first touch was poor. The follow-up shot from, I think it was Stevens, went straight over the bar. Fortunately for Manchester United, as Brighton have their first shot in vain. Tariq Lamptey played well for them in the last game against Leicester City. Talented boy. Go on, Shaw. Played Matic. Go on, Bruno. That is a ball! Ooh. Mason's on the left at the moment. Rashford switched to the right. Matic picked up the ball. Sorry, Bruno picked up the ball and just tried to hit it with the outside of his foot and slice it through the defence. Mason was almost done. The goalkeeper rushed and cleared. It was a good attempt at a pass by Bruno. And whilst the passes aren't quite getting there, he does look a lot sharper. But then the runs are going to be better ahead of him when you've got Martial and Rashford and Greenwood in front of you. Pogba's just dragged that one. He's gone for the signature Pogba pass. Cross field. And he's just hooked it a little bit short. Range finder, that one. Steve says, good start, just need an early goal to cap it off. Hector says, that first time I've seen Shaw overlap and hit the byline for ages. Game's gone a little bit slower now. But United just trying to suss them out, trying to pick a hole for him. Pogba tried a Scholesy, says Hector. That's a foul on Matic. Go on, Luke. Go on, son. Played Matic. Fucking hell. Give him a chance though. Just fired it at him there. Instead of trying to take it down, Rashford just tried to go for the first time pass to Marshall. His pass was too short. Wan-Bissaka's got caught out, but it's only gone for a free kick. Sorry, a throw-in. Basuma right in on him there. Come on, Rash! No! Played Harry. Played Shaw. Give it back to your captain. Well done, son. Simple. Keep it simple. Go to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire. Well done, Wan. There's no need to panic all the time, man. Yes, Redwan, Feith. How you doing? Yeah, Rachel, I've seen Cristiano's new haircut. He's going for the quadrado, isn't he? Play Rashford. Oh, he's fat. Oh. Shaw covering well at the back. Excuse me, that's horrible. Sorry about that. I ate just before we went live and now I'm chugging down this beer. It's not a good look. Rashford there, just as I was speaking a minute ago, fired it into Martial. You know, it was a difficult one to take under control. It's been about 3-4 passes, not just from Marcus Rashford, some from Matic, where they just blasted them at each other. Oh, Brighton are breaking. Connolly's in the box here. Twisting, turning. Offside. Handball. Fuck off, man. Everyone knows what you're saying. Yeah, handball has been flagged for. There was no foul and there was no offside. It was a handball. Go on, Pogba. Pick that pass out, son. Go on, Tony. Basuma tackled Bissaka. Gonna have trouble with them two today when they're playing against each other. Similar names. Probably call him Wan Basuma at one point. Oh! Harry Maguire! Played Wan-Bissaka. Go on, Mace. In the box. Played, son. Keeps the ball. Gives it to Pogba. Gives it to Bruno. Bruno! Oh, he's off the post. Oh, Pogba. Corner kick. The Pogba-Bruno show's just getting underway. The pass from Harry Maguire. He absolutely twatted it at Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's pushed it past Basuma. I told you I'd be mentioning them a lot. Mason Greenwood managed to keep it after he got it from Bissaka. He's given it to Pogba. Pogba gives it to Bruno. Bruno hits the post. Pogba hits it. Blocked by Burn. And he's gone over. Fantastic play by the Reds. Very unlucky not to have scored yet. Rashford and Bruno's gone for the short. Rashford's given the ball away, but United have won it back thanks to Luke Shaw. Now Rashford's beat his man. Get a shot away. Oh, he's sat him down. Sat him on the floor. Go on, Marcus. Penalty. Penalty. Have a Luke. I think Rashford fucked it there and then he thought, let me try and win a penalty. Yeah, his touch was heavy. That's a pen. That's a pen. He's not touched the ball, bruv. It's not a pen. Would have been a soft one, but you probably get a free kick for it. Go on, Luke. Well done, son. Martial's popped up on the left now. Mason's gone back to the right. Rashford's through the middle. There's a lot of rotation gone. Pogba's beat him. Giving it to Martial. Martial, Rashford. Martial. Give it Bruno. Bruno. Wan-Bissaka's overlapping, son. We're looking good so far, but we need to make it count. Pogba tried the really... Oh, yes, Paul! Yes! Give the ball away. Slide tackles it back. Well done, son. Come on! Go on, Luke. Oh. Thought Toto had made the run then. United have settled well as we approach 15 minutes on the clock. But Brighton are sitting in now. 4-4-2. You can see it on the... Matic swings it across to Wan-Bissaka, who Basuma has beaten in the air to the ball. But the ball just falls to Pogba. They're winning an aerial challenge, or they're breaking it up a little bit, but it's coming straight back at them because they haven't got an outlet. Connolly and McAllister not being able to... Luke Shaw, you fucking... What are you doing? Played Matic. Matic saves Luke Shaw. Gave the ball away. Nearly led to a Brighton counter-attack, but Matic come across and blocked it out. Go on, Pogba. Played. Bruno. How many times will we say that? Pogba to Bruno. Rashford back on the left. Found Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw crosses. Oh. Nearly picked out Martial, but... It keeps rotating, man. Martial's on the left 1 minute, then he's in the middle, then he's on the right. Same with Mason, same with Rashford. That pass, that diagonal pass to Wan-Bissaka is almost always on. But Basuma's very clever. He kind of backs off, gives the space to hit it, and then comes out and tries to... Go on, Mason! Yes! Fucking yes! Mason Greenwood, 1-0 Manchester United. He's gone and scored. What a fantastic goal. He's been coming in the last couple of games from Mason Greenwood. And he's dropped the shoulder, sat the defender down and bent it into the near post. 1-0 to Manchester United. Fantastic start to the game. And we've got the goal that our dominance has deserved. Mason Greenwood with the goal. And what a goal it was. 1-0 Manchester United. Come on! With his left foot. Takes it outside Burn. Might have got a little bit of a deflection. But who cares? It's 1-0 Manchester United. That's why I wanted him to start over Daniel James. Go on, Mason, lad. Yes! Buzzing about that. Mason Greenwood hat-trick today, or what? What we saying? Whew! He's so clean with it, says Adam. World class, says Simon. That's becoming the trademark, says Eamon. Mason the sniper, says Hector. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Mason Greenwood's having a party. We want more. Let's get more. Let's finish the game now. Like someone said earlier, take Bruno off after 15 minutes. Who gives a shit? Yes. Cheers, everyone. He's a star. Absolute star. Look, this boy Mason Greenwood is a generational talent. That's all we can say. I've put 3 O's in his name. That's how good he is. Has anybody else noticed that on the fucking... Because it makes you go, oh, Greenwood! That's how we've written it. Shit, preempted myself. Oh, I picks the ball up from Rashford. Just a heavy pass from Rashford. Or I don't know if it was a heavy touch. But game's not over yet, 1-0. But it could be if we keep playing like this. Go on, Tony. Brighton have given the ball back to Anthony Martial on the edge of the box. Squares up one man. Oh, he went to give it to Mason and go for the 1-2. Defender blocked it. Rashford's got the ball. Pogba's got the ball on the edge. That's a free kick, ref! Who takes this then? Come on. Oh, fuck. I fucking love watching United these days. That's what it's about, bro. Fuck everything else. This is the difference. Yes, we're in the same position in the league, but I look forward to watching my team play again. Every game, we could win this. We could lose today, but still I'll be looking forward to the next game because I'll be thinking, you know what? It's a new day. We're going to go out there and win. Yes, Ali. Proving me wrong, bro. Didn't know if you were the geezer, but these signs. These signs. Here we go. Bruno steps up. Over. Over. I'm disappointed with that free kick, to be totally honest with you. Pogba's on the next one. Pogba's on the next one. Brighton are just playing themselves into trouble. They play it short out from the back. That's a foul by Harry Maguire, who's giving them a free kick. But they play it short out of the back, and they just get United straight in their faces. Free kick wasn't great. We need another goal before half time, which would be great. Played Matic. Oh, go on, Marcus. Get on your bike. Look at the green grass in front of you, son. Bruno. Oh, Martial. Go on, Tony. Ah, heavy touch. Heavy pass. I don't know what it was, man. It just weren't good enough. Rashford's got a... Halfway through the first half, Bruno to take the corner. Harry! Oh! Thought it was 2 goals in 2 games. Headed it. It was a looping one. That's why I wasn't quite sure. It took ages to fall. It was on the back. He swung it to the back post. Heads it back across from like the 6-yard line. And it looked like it may dip in on the back post. They're going to a drinks break now. 23 minutes on the clock. 1-0 to Manchester United. Let's get some of your thoughts. Adam, when Mason scored, I woke up with Rahil's dad. I apologise about that. Rahil's dad. Rashford should have sprinted faster, says Hector, on about that position where he had that green grass in front of him, which tickled Anshesh. I believe Shaw is following you and Stretford Baddock. He has taken all feedback on overlapping runs, says Venkatesh. I want to see more from Luke Shaw. He's played very well so far today. Only one mistake springs to mind, and there's barely any point talking about that because Nemanja Matic covered for him. But we're just seeing the goal again. And Mason Greenwood with that iconic step. As Cheeky Sport Dave's on the telly. And Saf. What is Saf doing there? Let me message Saf. Cheeky Sport Dave. Saf just did this. And it's funny because Saf goes to United games. And I guarantee he doesn't act like that in the thingy. Let me just message this geezer. Oh, Jesus. That was funny, man. You just went... 1-0 United. It could have been worse. He could have went, oh, shit. United scored and then... Cheeky Sport Dave brightens up my world, I gotta say as well. Ah, he just Saf messaged me back saying my missus is sat next to me and it's our anniversary, she's fuming. So that's why he's looking like a face, like a smacked ass, live on Sky Sports. God love him. Shout out the Glasgow Reds as well. That travel to and from Glasgow for every game at Old Trafford now. I have a journey, but boy, that is some journey, isn't it? Man like Cheeky Sport Dave, says Sandham. They are at half-time before half-time, says Ruvez. I'm feeling a demolition job brewing. That's a foul there, Mace. Go on, Aaron. Play it, Aaron. Mace. I believe that Mason's Greenwood's 14th goal of the season if you include the Johnson Paint Trophy, but it might be his 13th goal for the first team. Come on, Aaron. You're better than that. That's first touch of a... I don't even want to finish that sentence. Mason Greenwood for Manchester United in the Premier League. 6 starts, 6 goals. (18 starts, 13 goals, 4 assists. 32 starts for Anthony Martial, 19 goals, 5 assists. Marcus Rashford, 29 starts, 19 goals, 8 assists. So that's 27 contributions in 29 starts for Rashford, 24 contributions in 32 starts for Martial, and of course 17 contributions in 18 starts for Mason Greenwood. That is our front three. And Mason Greenwood, just what an absolutely fucking star he is. He's great. He's absolutely great. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's touch was awful, wasn't it? And it was first touch of a Jimmy, says Hector. And I think you know which Jimmy he's on about. One more than Rashford had before he turned 19, according to Opta. Good stat. Rashford probably made more starts, although I might be wrong. I'm happy for you to tell me I'm wrong, but if I feel like Rashford made more starts. Oh, Harry Maguire again with a fantastic ball to Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood went to head it over Burn into Wan-Bissaka's path. It was a poor header, to be fair, but that pass. That touch, Mason. Let me not even finish talking about that pass from you, because that touch where you just brought it down was absolutely immaculate, and United have still got possession. Matic, Shaw out on the left. Give it to Rashford. He didn't give it to Rashford. He delayed his pass, but Rashford goes wide. He's giving it to Shaw. Shaw's in. Oh, that's fucking shit! Martial was free in the middle of the goal. Bruno! 2-0 United. Bruno Fernandes with the goal. I thought the chance had gone. Martial smiling again. It's fucking infectious. United are winning. 2-0 the Reds. Oh, God. It's going to go to offside VAR, I think, for Luke Shaw's run. But Pogba just gave it to Bruno, and Bruno just bent it into the corner. If it stands, it's a Pogba assist for Bruno. Fantastic pass. Just rolled it into his path. Bruno took a shot. It might have taken a deflection off their number 10. But yeah, it took a little bit of a deflection and put it straight in the corner. And the goal counts. Yes! The left back played him on. Hector's correct. 2-0 Manchester United. What a start to the day here on AdamMcKola TV's Watchalong. And for Manchester United against Brighton, 2-0 the Reds are up. As we head into the 31st minute. What a time to be alive. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Reds are in town and we're spanking. Brighton and Hove Albion is 2-0 at the moment. What will the game end as? Who knows? So we got a goal from Mason, a goal from Bruno. Who will score next? Pogba's yet to score this season. I know he's played very few games, but he's yet to score this season. So what? But I don't mind. Played Pogba. Oh, he's given a free kick away by the corner flag. Free kick from a corner spot almost. Straight to the back post. Lindelof clears. Kind of came down off his shoulder and just went to the edge of the box to Basuma. Lamptey from McAllister. Rashford currying. Shaw. Bruno. Mason. Played Mace. Gives it to Pogba on the edge of the box and United can release possession. Release that pressure. And release. Well, he did give it to Lindelof, but Lindelof gave it straight back to him. It looked like in the build up to the goal, now the linesman's smiling, which is probably absolutely pissing off every Brighton fan in the world. But it looked like in the build up to the goal, the ball may have gone out of play on Mason Greenwood when he brought the ball down for what I said was a fantastic touch. It could have gone out. Goal was fantastic though. Smashed across the box by Luke Shaw. His pass should have been better. Martial was screaming for it in the middle of the goal. It went across the box, went to the back post. United kept possession. Pogba got it. Give it to Bruno. Bruno just smashed it. But it looked like it was going that way and the deflection took it that way straight and into the goal. Fantastic goal for United. 2-0 up. We're done. 3 points are done here. No way back for these. Like, it's a matter of how much goals we get. Rashford! Played Lindelof. It is hot, let me tell ya. What are United doing? Get it fucking out, you twats! Give him a sniff for no reason because we want to play like pricks. Lamptey's lively as well. He's a problemo. Big problemo. Why are we playing with it at the back for so long? That's it, man. Get it out. Couldn't complete 3 passes for a minute there. Come on, Luke. Rashford went to pick out a ball for Bruno who made a run to the back post. It looked like it was going to the front post from Rashford. Smashed the defender's face in. He has got the ball with his back to goal. He edges back to the halfway line, gives it to Maguire. He's had a mixed game so far, Marcus Rashford. He's looking lively, he's looking dangerous, but there'll be a few moments where he just looks like he's lacking that sharpness a little bit, which you'd expect given how long he's been out from injury. But oh, Matic, giving the ball away a few times today, Matic. Played Rash. Ah. Go on, Tony. Played Son. Go on, Luke. Played Luke. Played Martial. Lads battling! Fucking fight for every ball. So far, so good. Liverpool lucky they got that league wrapped up because we were coming for it, I'm telling you. Oh, God. How nice is this? I got my slippers off, feet up, watching United with a beer and Moretti, 2-0 up, 38 minutes on the clock. Bruno's closing down the goalkeeper. Just how many, boys? Come on, get me a few more goals, man. What the fuck is this all about? Oh, there we go. Loose ball from Burn. Mason picks it up. Bruno. Pogba. Martial, who's quite deep at the moment, just on the edge of the halfway line. Looking for some players in front of him. There's no one there. Luke Shaw's now made the overlapping run. He receives it from Pogba, who got the short pass from Martial. And he gives it to Harry Maguire, who's in a defensive midfield position, and picks out that big, long, wide pass again. And he finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's been a good outlet for Manchester United. That big diagonal ball from Harry Maguire. He's got it right more often than not as well, which has been fantastic to see from him. You know, we want to see him come out of defence. He's given the ball now to Marcus Rashford, who breaks at a shot miles wide from Marcus Rashford. You can tell he just wants a goal. He needs a goal. Hopefully that comes today, but he really needs a goal. Remember, we got an action-packed show lined up for you later on. I was like, ooh! Brighton fucking around at the back. Pressing high from United. Poor throw. Chelsea have West Ham tomorrow. We need West Ham to do something. That's not going to happen, is it? As Luton have taken the lead against Leeds. Leeds are falling apart. They're not, are they? 5 points clear of the playoff spots at the minute. Are Leeds. Mason's giving the ball away. Connolly's got... Oh, Mason Greenwood. You little fucking beauty. He won the ball back. Paul Pogba's got it. Bruno. Rashford. Shaw's making them forward runs. Well done, Luke! You never got found this time, but it's alright. You can tell he's probably one of them fellas that thinks, oh, I'm tired, I made a run and never got found, and that's why he never runs forward. But that's what you need to do, son. Now you got caught out of position, that's alright. You fouled someone, you're giving the free kick away. Now we can get back into position, get back into shape. Well done. Get forward. Especially when we got teams on the ropes. Go on, Tony. Gary Neville there, I was just trying to listen to what he was saying. He was talking about how he feels like this team's a lot more likeable at the moment, this Manchester United side. And I've got to agree with him. You know, even if they're not the best team at the moment, they are a lot more likeable. And you like the direction they're going in. You like the players. You trust that they want to be here. They're fighting all for the same thing. They're fighting for the manager. There doesn't feel like there's any mercenaries. I heard him use that word, but I don't know who he applied it to or what he applied it to. So I'm not sure. I just heard briefly what he said. But it's true. We were buying players almost for the wrong reasons, and now we're buying them for the right reasons. Ed Woodward there sitting with his mask on looking like Bane. Can't stand that prick. To be fair to him and the club though, they have made a lot of right decisions in this breakdown, in this lockdown. We're edging towards half time. Played Marcus. Good pass to Bruno. Pogba. Rashford. Martial! Go on, son! Oh, I just went wide. Played. He's held the ball up well. Bring someone else into this game with you now. You're going to need to pack. Well done. Mason's got it. Martial maybe needed to release the... Oh, Mason Greenwood, you fucking beauty. Oh. Oh! We could have scored there. Ah! Mason Greenwood back. Go on! Fucking Mason! Shit, made me throw my phone on the floor. Yes, lad! You give the foul away chasing back. I don't give a shit. Mason Greenwood, generational talent. Generational talent. The back heel to Pogba. Pogba. Give it to Wan-Bissaka. Got it back from Wan-Bissaka. Went to play to Martial, who got into the right areas. In the middle of the goal, just couldn't get the ball. We're 2 minutes away from kickoff, from half time. Probably the most dangerous moment from Brighton there as they floated one in there, a pretty full box. Byrne went up for the back post header, just couldn't get his head to it. I think Pogba might have slapped Byrne a little bit by accident. There was a lot of arms and elbows and just a lot of long players there just involved. Byrne and Pogba and another one of the tall Brighton lads. Just loads of long arms and limbs everywhere then. But the ball went over all of them. Go on. Play. Go on. Pogba's in behind. Oh. Oh. Bruno. Shit cross from Bruno. 2 minutes added on. We're heading into that right now. I am gassed, you know. That's my team, bro. Got Arsenal fans getting wet over them scraping victories against shit teams. And we're just banging a team that they're fighting with in mid-table. Comfy. I know it's only Brighton, but, bruv, we're looking like we're clicking at the moment. Go on, Rashford. Slowed it down. Skin him, Rashford. That's a foul! It's a fucking booking at least, you cunt. Do you know how high that was? Ankle got trapped in between both his legs. If that's not at least a booking, I don't know what fucking is, ref, you shit cunt. He even chucked in a handball for good measure. And has he been booked or what? Montoya, no booking, you slag. "47 minutes on the clock. Time's up in this first half. We got a free kick to come. Bruno in, cleared. That's the end of the first half. Right there. Manchester United lead 2-0 at half time. Thanks to goals from Mason, Greenwood, and I was about to say Anthony Martial. And of course Bruno Fernandes getting the goals as well for Manchester United. It's been a fantastic first half. The only shame is that we didn't get more goals. Luke Shaw has shown a lot more threat going forward from the left-hand side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka showed a little bit going up from the right-hand side, although he could have probably done a bit more as well. Lindelof and Maguire look comfortable and unchallenged and untested at the heart of the defence. Maguire's bringing the ball out fantastically well and picking some great passes to the wing backs who are in those wider positions, and him to Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been a great outlet for Manchester United. In the midfield area, Matic, although he's given the ball away a few times, he still looked tidy and composed, and he's marshalling that defence and making sure that everything is in front of him. Paul Pogba linking up the play really well. He got an assist for Bruno Fernandes' goal. Bruno's goal did take a little bit of a deflection, but it's the kind of luck that he deserves, because, you know, when you look at Bruno Fernandes, he's been doing loads of work for Manchester United, and he deserved that little bit of luck. Mason Greenwood's been magnificent. He's an absolute star, generational talent for Manchester United and England going forward. And you look at his goal, the finishing, you look at his tracking back. He gave one foul away tracking back, but it's one that you'd take. And another one of the ball, you know, he lost the ball, went steaming back up the field for it and got it back for Manchester United and got us on the way to counter-attack. He's been excellent. And that goal for him just after 15, 16 minutes to get us underway and get us going was just what we needed. And now we're free flowing. We're looking good. It's a matter of how many goals for Manchester United. But we know games of football can change very, very quickly. We need to be wary of that. One set piece, Brighton are back into the game. I know their fans aren't in for it, but they'll get up for it. And you never know what can happen. So we need to be clever going into the remainder of the second half. Take our chances. Hopefully see a goal from, Marcus Rashford or someone like that. But I'm really enjoying this at the moment. Manchester United, they're playing really well. We're playing good football. And right now I'm going to pop to the loo, freshen up, get ready, get back here in about 5 minutes time for the second half. So make sure you are keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV. We've got all the second half to come, plus fan cams coming up later, as well as my match review of today's events. So keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV. I'll be back in 5 minutes. You can count them. See you in a sec. Hello again. What's going on? We are back. And I feel like saying, Manchester United are back. Oh, Manchester United back? Are we back? Are we? Are we? Could be. It certainly feels good right now. I've got a great list of fan cams lined up for after the game as well. 10:30 p.m. through to 11:30 p.m. The last three that we've got are Joe, Jay and Dean. But we've also got a fair few others in there as well. So you'll want to be there for the whole hour of the live fan cams, which is up at 10:30 tonight. The live stream's already there if you want to go and hit the notification button on that. Tommy Edgar. Good old Tommy, my old mate. As I think he's rejoined AdamMcKola TV because I'm sure he was already a member. So it looks like Tommy has rejoined the channel. So thank you very much to Tommy for doing that. Unless it's a new Tommy Edgar, then I apologise and thank you anyway for joining. So nice one. Can you help us hit the target of 200 by the end of August? We've got around 91 to go now. We did have 92 to go before today. But Tommy Edgar's made us now 91 away from that target. You can help us reach that by becoming a member on AdamMcKola TV. If you're liking what we're doing on the channel, and it is the Tommy Edgar that has already been a member. If you like what we're doing on the channel, then make sure you're keeping it locked and you are becoming a member, or at the very least subscribing as well. What's going on? What you saying? Let us know how you feel. You know, if I didn't have such a pigeon chest, yeah, this shirt would have been off by now. It is so hot in here. It's so, I don't know whether it's the lighting over there. I don't know whether it's United playing so great and me just getting hot under the collar like I'm a little kid. I don't know what it is, but I'm absolutely boiling at the minute. I've got another beer though here. This one's nice and cold as well, so we'll stick this on our head for a minute. United have given me fever. United have given me fever. They've given me Saturday night fever on a Tuesday. Watching Brighton against Man United. Brighton thought it was going to be third time lucky since they came into the Premier League. They've beaten us a fair few times since they've returned, and they tried to do it today, but it looks like it's not going to be their day today. Fairmod says second half, 4 for United. Do you mean 4 in the whole half or 4 overall? And Tommy says Shaw is playing well, and it is me with a super chat. Thank you very much, Tommy. Well and truly showing your support today. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. And just like Tommy, we are full today on the fan cams. But just like Tommy, Tommy was on the fan cams for the last game against Norwich. And I open up the StreamYard to Discord members. And to get a Discord link, you have to become a member. So that's one way. That's one extra benefit that you get as well if you do want to get involved with the channel. Excellent first half, Adam. Greenwood, brilliant. And Luke Shaw, very good too, says Tim. Fair mods, they attack and they sit back and make us smash. Brixton, I appreciate you, bro. Open it, open it, open it, says Atty. I gotta finish this one right. Let me neck this. Oh, that fizzed up in my mouth. Yeah, maybe I didn't neck that. I should have gulped it rather than let it sit in my mouth. Schoolboy error that was. Ray Morales says, I got a Budweiser once. The next day, the entire Milky Way galaxy fell out of my arse. I did think I had one more of these left, but I obviously didn't. I reckon someone nicked it. Shaw was fantastic, says Rajat. The team seem to have a sync right now, says Digamba. And the great thing is, you still feel like there's more to come from every single player. You still feel like there's a lot more to come from them. So that's great to see as well. I'm so hot right now. Should we get rid of this? No. We're not here at half time yet. Sorry, I haven't been able to find myself a clock which goes for 90 minutes yet. So that's going to go for the second half for the 45 minutes again. So you know what to do. Add 45 minutes to it and you'll get the current time. Oh. I hope I don't get hiccups now. Manchester United's Twitter account have just tweeted so much sauce. I just imagine, like, because they're born in 1878, I just imagine a really old man sat behind their Twitter account with them trying to reach the kids with these tweets. I gotta reach these kids, like Cartmanes used to say. But it's just funny. It's just funny. It's like when they started tweeting Marshall FC and all that good stuff. It's just funny, innit? It's funny. Funny to me anyway. Barcelona are already 1-0 up against Atletico Madrid with Diego Costa scoring an own goal. He must be absolutely fuming about that. What a 5 minutes Diego Costa's had. He scored an own goal on the 11th minute and missed a penalty on the 16th minute. Juventus are drawing 0-0. Leeds are now 1-1. Wigan are beating shitty Stoke 3-0. Ryan Shawcross, the former Manchester United player, scoring an own goal as they're showing Fernandez's goal coming. United's first goal come just after around 15 minutes. United's second goal coming just after around 30 minutes. Pogba giving it to Bruno on the edge of the box. Bruno from 18 yards out gets a little bit of a deflection and it goes in 2-0 to Manchester United. And just what the doctor ordered for the Reds as well going forward. We need to make sure we keep this performance up and capitalise and get more goals, because who knows, at the end of the season, you know, it could come down to goal difference. Neil Maupay is looking like he's getting ready to come on as Atletico Madrid have a big chance. Are they going to score this one? Are they going to score? It's flashing up with a big chance for Atletico Madrid. I think they might have scored, and they have scored. The television now on this channel has gone to an advert, so hopefully we'll be back anytime soon with the football restarting, and I'll have to get the stopwatch up again. Like I said, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to AdamMcKola TV. I will really appreciate that, and of course keep it locked throughout the day as we have those fan cams coming up for you a little bit later on. Ooh, gonna lose this. Oh, sick! I didn't know this was here. So this is the match program from Wayne Rooney's testimonial. I had media pass for that game, which was great. Rooney, what a player, eh? What a player. Second half is about to get underway. There we go, it is underway. So we can start that clock. And we're back underway, 2-0 to Manchester United. The second half has begun. Remember to add on 45 minutes and you'll have the exact time. This is the 46th minute right now, and I have got it bang on in sync. Make sure you're syncing up your streams to this one so you can enjoy my commentary instead of Gary Neville's. I'm sure that's a little bit better for you, eh? I mean, I told Gary everything he speaks about these days, didn't I, last summer? Gary, we need a midfielder. Gary, we need a striker. Gary says, no, we won't. Gary says, we will win the league before Liverpool. How wrong he was. We did need a midfielder. We got one in Bruno Fernandes. We managed to keep Paul Pogba. We got a striker in Igalo. And finally, the team looks like it's good again. Now, Brighton, I expect, will be up for this. Graham Potter would have got into them. And he would have tried to get a reaction out of them. So I imagine United will come out and think, let me just sit back a little bit. Let me just sit back a little bit. See these guys, what they've got up their sleeve. See if they want to come out and have a little bit of a go at us. And if they do, fucking smash them on the break. Oh, go on, Bruno. Bruno pressing Burn. Pressing Dunk. But couldn't force the mistake. Pogba nearly wins the ball in the midfield, but he got tripped as he tried to do that, or tackled, I don't know, because the free kick wasn't given. Lamptey gets the ball out wide. Oh, Matic's tackle's gone straight to a Brighton player, but Maguire clears up the cross straight to Rashford. Can he find a break? He's found Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes takes it inside, but the ball is cleared by Stevens. Brighton look a little bit more active, but it's weird to see Brighton trying to attack a team, so you know that there's going to be gaps in there for us to attack. Mason Greenwood almost give a foul away there, but it's a good 1-2 by the Brighton player, who pings out a lovely crossfield ball to Montoya. Montoya brings it back to him, to Connolly, I believe that is. I'm not sure. Can't see the number on the back of the shirt. Like I said, I don't pay for Sky Sports HD. I pay for the normal one. Why can't you just give me fucking HD channels? Like, it's 2020. You're making me pay extra for HD channels. Seriously. I'm a goodie, bro. I'm not paying extra for HD channels. Who scored Atletico's goal? I wonder if it was Diego Costa. Saul Niguez from the penalty spot. Brighton do have a free kick in a tricky position. 3 minutes into the second half. It was Luke Shaw on Bissouma. Yeah, it was a clear foul. I say lucky not to get booked, but after the one they didn't get booked for in the... He did get booked, you fucking prick! What about that one just before half time that you let go when the geezer clapped Marcus Rashford? And you're giving Luke Shaw booked for that? Martial clears the cross. Well done, Tony Marshall. Not renowned for his defending ability, but was the first man to clear the ball. Brighton do have possession back in front of their defence. Maguire wins the ball though, as they opted to go long to the players that were still in the box for the free kick. And now Mason Greenwood's breaking up the left hand side. He's got Martial, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford in the box. He's gone for the ball to the back post. Bruno! Yeah! Fucking what a break! Yes! Fucking come on! Manchester United! That is the Reds! I said it! Fucking tell them to come out. Come out and play, lads. Come on, play with us. And then we'll smash you on the break. And it's exactly what we did to them. Oh my God, what a pass by Mason Greenwood. He's got a goal. He's got an assist. The first time pass by Matic, the half volley to find him was immaculate. Mason Greenwood picks out the cross. Bruno on the volley. Oh! Yes! This is it. It feels so good. Oh! It feels so good. I just tweeted 4 words. 4 words. This is Manchester United. This is Manchester United. Oh, what a goal. Get your reactions into that goal right now on the live chat, and I'll be reading some of them out in a minute. I gotta edit the scoreline on here, and I might be editing it again. Oh, the ball's broken down. Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood. You know what? It's a birth of a star, you know. We got 2 of them. We got Rashford and Greenwood. It's nuts. But the kill. I don't want to say too much about Mason Greenwood because his football's doing all the talking, but he's something special, you know. And I was looking at the Wayne Rooney thing, and it wouldn't surprise me if he went on to have a career like that. When you're looking at this ability, it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication to the craft. You can't fall off. Success with injuries, luck with all. But this boy is something special, man. Serious. To have that clinicalness, and you add it to Rashford and Marshall and Bruno and Pogba and Matic, if he was only 5 years younger. You know, this team is special, bruv. This team is special. Special. Special team. That's it. I just can't stop smiling. Ramesa thinks it's going to be 5-0 now. Pure filth, says Sandham. Venkatesh says Mason's just pitch perfect. That was a classic United goal, says Joey Burns. Where can I watch the matches on Sky Sports if you've got Sky Sports? Second hat-trick in the Premier League for United from Bruno Fernandes. Is obviously on a hat-trick now. Sancho, who, says someone. So hungry to see them play a top side, shredding up Real Madrid's defence. I've got my fishing rod out. I've just tweeted. Jadon Sancho will be a great backup to Mason Greenwood. Ollie, smile, man. We got Bournemouth at home next. Listen, we're going to absolutely fuck Bournemouth. I reckon 7 for Bournemouth. Bournemouth are going to get pumped. Pump diddly dump dump. Oi, take off Bruno Fernandes right now. Actually, he's on a hat-trick. See, why would he have to do this? I ain't got nothing to say. Football's doing it all for me. You can't even see the football. That's the worst thing. So maybe I do have to fucking say something. Cheers, man. Let me finish this one first. What am I playing at? Fan cams are going to be so good today. So good. And at 10:30 PM, AdamMcKola TV, we got them fan cams. Go on, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Won a free kick. Going on a run. He ran about 30 yards. Won the free kick on the halfway line. Well done, son. Daniel James is warming up. Scott McTominay is warming up. Looks like the Reds might be making a few changes in a minute. I'd get not Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes off. Wrap him in cotton wool. Maybe Nemanja Matic too. Still 35 minutes of this to go. Someone just tweeted the words to me, rolling back the years. And now I can't stop singing that song. Mick Hucknall will be happy tonight, won't he? Get your questions, get your comments, get your super chats, get joining AdamMcKola TV. I'm having a great time right now. How are you lot doing? Dan James is warming up. Cheeky William on a free play. Mason has 10 and bring James on for Bruno. Bruno to get a hat-trick, says Rebecca. I know he would love to get a hat-trick, but we need to rest him. Matic's passing has been mint. Absolutely Rolls Royce stuff. No goal from Marshall or Rashford yet. They're shit. I'll keep holding on. That's a sad song. I don't know why I'm singing that for. I was watching Only Fools earlier. You know when Rodney gets married and they sit there and watch that. Sorry, Dalboy standing on his own. That is sad times, isn't it? That is sad times. Guys, I got something in my eye. I don't think it's a tear, but it might be because I am seeing my Manchester United. Oh, Bruno Fernandes tried to slip through Martial. It was a shit pass. Held his hands up straight away to Martial as Martial kind of threw his head back in frustration. Bruno on the edge of the box overhits the pass as he saw Pogba making a run. I'd take Bruno off, get him wrapped up in cotton wool. Guys, if football like this from United isn't a reason to subscribe, then I don't know what is. Because you're going to be seeing a lot more happy faces from me if this is what's going on. It's great to watch my team play beautiful football, says DJ Lenky. Brighton are on the break. Go straight through to De Gea. We need to keep a clean sheet in this game. De Gea hasn't had much to do yet. But, you know, we need to keep a clean sheet for his sake. Kwame says, played Matic, nice pass. It was a fantastic pass by Matic to set Mason Greenwood away, wasn't it? I'm glad I've recorded this game. I'm playing this back, all of it tonight. Martial came deep for the long ball, looking for the flick on. He just missed it. He went straight through to the defenders. But if he could have got his head onto that, and the direction he went to cushion it, Bruno would have been in. Mwaka, Justine, how you doing? Thank you very much for tuning in. Anybody else with us today? Get hitting that subscribe button, get liking, get commenting, get sharing. Pogba's committed a foul about 30 yards out. Maybe a little bit less. I'll keep holding on. So I'm stuck in my fucking head now. Ah! Gotta get it out of my head. Let's sing another song. What United song should we sing to get that out of my head? Oh shit, Bruno. Oh, Brighton are in. Oh! Was that Trossard? Was that Trossard who banged that wide? It was a good free kick, to be fair. Connolly, yeah, Trossard smashed it wide. He's just come on. Lucky it was just going wide rather than... Lucky it was just bending away from the goal rather than in towards the goal. Great play. Yes, Chad, how you doing? Greenwood has been fantastic, says Sim. Still undefeated since Bruno joined. Talk about a lucky charm, says Hector. Watching all the way from Uganda. Thank you very much for tuning in. Loads of people tuning in from all the different African countries, man. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Plenty of Reds from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh tuning in as well. Like, we got all these continents covered. Australia, America. Yo, shout out you lot. And then, of course, you know, all the locals as well. Appreciate you guys, every single one of you. Yes, Frederick. Ole is at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We got Sancho, Paul Pogba and Fred. Marcus Rashford is mank, born and bred. Paul Pogba with another foul. It's like, yo, that wasn't a foul. Temba's watching from Zambia. Venkatesh watching from India. Bruno. Ah! Trossard smashed the volley. High, wide, and not very handsome. Move like the red tribe do. Baby, nothing's gonna get in our way. What a big tune that is. Should we listen to that tune? That can't get this video pulled, can it? Move like the red tribe do. Surely, I'm willing to take the risk. Fuck it. We need to skank out to this tune. Let's skank out to this tune. Big banger. If you don't remember this banger, I don't know where you've been. Where have you been? Where have you been? Still 3-0 United, by the way. Straight from United's classics. When the boys got in the studio to lay down the bars. Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, Eric Cantona. All these bars or what? We're risking it for this tune today. The video might get pulled. Brighton are on the break. Oh no! Luke Shaw. Bruno! Go on, Marcus! Go on, Marcus! Ah, heavy touch! Enough of that. Oh, we should have scored. Oh, Marcus, man. Bruno, is he coming off? Yo, use that are funny, man. Yo, you give me jokes. Move, move, move like the red tribe do, baby. Nothing's gonna get in our way. Not even a copyright strike. I already had one for the Scott McTominay goal, you know. And Andreas, Brandon, and Scotty Too Hotty are on. I didn't see. I guess Luke Shaw came off. Bruno came off. And Pogba came off. For Pereira, McTominay, Williams. For Pogba, Bruno, and Shaw. Move, move, move like the red tribe do, baby. Nothing's gonna get in our way. Nothing. I've officially lost it today. United have made me crack. Oh shit, we got Indianapolis in the house, Florida's in the house. We got Nepal in the house. Slovakia, said that one. Zimbabwe. South Africa, what a great place. Australia, another great place. Went there last year. Both places last year. Went to a lot of places last year. This year I can't even get out of my house. Brute. Oh, that's Mason. And Wan-Bissaka. Cross it, son. Cross it. Brandon! Oh! Brandon was at 6 yards out. In the number 9 position. Got some... where else everyone from? Saudi, says Sammy. Shout out Saudi Reds. I haven't heard that song in decades. Paris, fair mods. Mars, says Daniel. Ireland, says Sean. I have forgot that song, Fish. I can't even remember what song was stuck in my head anymore. Whatever you do, don't mention it in the comments. Seattle, been there. Great spot. Delaney's from Cape Town. W's from Sydney. United have got a corner. Andreas Pereira. Oh. Mauritius and Kentucky too. Move, move, move like the red tribe do, baby. Ah, wait. Sims watching from City Road home opposite the Mancunian pub. Yes, mate. Who scored 1, 2, 3 goals? The first goal was scored while the players having another drink break, which makes sense 22 minutes in. The first goal came from Mason Greenwood, a striker's finish from the lad. The second goal came from Bruno Fernandes, who picked the ball up on the edge of the box from Pogba and topped the ball courtesy of a deflection into the corner. The third goal, again for Bruno Fernandes, comes from the cross from Mason Greenwood. Fernandes on the back post after a great counter-attacking move, which was started by a fantastic half-volley pass by Matic out wide to Mason Greenwood. Bruno Fernandes gets his second of the day. A fantastic goal as well. How long until they kill the water break? Hopefully sometime soon. 22 minutes left on the clock. Fantastic stuff from Bruno Fernandes. How many goals is that for him now for Manchester United? He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This was his 13th game today. He's scored 6 goals in 13 games for United. Not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all. Played Scott. Good challenge. Was that Scott? No, that was Matic, who's still on the field. Forgot about that. He's gone down with a little knock, which is worrying. Oh! David fucking De Gea. That is what I want to see. I was going to moan about the defending, but I'm glad that's happened. That will give that boy some confidence. What a save. He's had nothing to do all game. The shot comes in. Oh, it's a wicked shot. Fantastic strike. And David De Gea picks it out of the corner and pushes it away for a corner to Brighton and Hove Albion. Oh! Connolly with the effort. Corner comes in. Lindelof with the back post header. United have gone into their shell since the third goal on the 50th minute. We're 20 minutes on now. Brighton have given the ball away. But, you know, United needs to get back into the swing of things. There's still 20 minutes to go. You don't want to concede the next goal. You don't know where that leads you. David De Gea. Brighton have been all the... Trossard again. Fucking fix up, boys! Trossard's been on it, you know. I don't know how he hasn't got a goal yet. Why do I feel nervous all of a sudden? The players that have come on haven't done enough. We've lost Pogba in there. We've lost, obviously, Bruno. McTominay, Pereira have come on. Matic has stayed on the field. I reckon that means Matic doesn't start against Bournemouth, and we see Fred and Pogba and Bruno start. That's how I feel that one's going to go. Because surely then, you know, Fred would have probably come on and Matic would have went off. Mason Greenwood, you guy. What a pass. Dun, 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 dun. We have sit back now. All of a sudden it feels like with a team that lost on our last 2 visits here. Looks like they've just taken 5 minutes off. But Rashford, Marshall, you know, Mace, you know, Pereira and McTominay have just come on. They should all be hungry to play. Brandon Williams nearly scored, I suppose, since he's come on. Which was mad to see him pop up with a header in the box. But just need to take the sting out of the game a little bit. Chance will come again. We don't need to force it. Play Mason. Martial stepped on the ball but managed to... Oh, he was just offside, but he'd stepped on the ball, got it back from under his feet, beat a man. He was in on goal, and then the flag obviously had already gone up, which he hadn't seen, but he was unlucky that. (17 minutes remain plus injury time. Rebecca thinks we need to wake up or they're going to score. 3 shots on targets, 3 goals, says Hector. Go on, Mace. Need Chelsea to drop some points, man, because you know what I'm saying. Bruno's record since he came to United. Actually, that's incorrect. That's an old stat. This would be United's 15th game unbeaten. I assume Brighton aren't going to score 4 goals in 16 minutes, but stranger things have happened. So even if they scored 3, it would be 15 games unbeaten. Pereira's lost the ball in midfield. That was sloppy. You can see why Angel Gomez thought, what the fuck is this guy still here? And I'm not getting played, and Andreas Pereira is. In fact, how is Jesse Lingard not even in the squad ahead of Andreas Pereira? Pereira's poor, man. That was shit again, bro. Big fan of Pereira when he come through the academy, but you can see why Angel's thinking, why should I sign it if you're playing this geezer? Igalo's coming on. Says Derek. Tulani says game tempo is different since Pogba and Bruno went off. McTominay, oh, I thought he went down then holding his head, but he'd gone up for the header. Oh! David De Gea with another. What the fuck are we doing? Who dived out like that? Was that Lindelof? What are you doing, you idiot? Where are you? Who? What are you tackling? Did you see a ghost, bruv? Can't believe we've had this game fucking in our pockets and now we want to go give them a chance. You twats. Why are you letting Pogba and Bruno be the main reason? Show some balls. Win it! Well done, Lindelof. Igalo on for Marshall. Daniel James is also coming on. Martial looks vexed. Rashford's coming off for James. Obviously saving these guys for the next game, but I'm not sure if these changes have been the one, to be honest. It's not Ollie's fault, but maybe you don't take Bruno and Pogba off at the same time, you know what I mean? Lindelof with a foul on the halfway line. 12 minutes to go. Wan-Bissaka blocks the quickly taken free kick. As it stands, with this game still to go, so you know there could be a goal for Brighton. We are on 15 unbeaten, 11 wins, 4 draws, 38 scored and 4 conceded, which is a fantastic run. But at the moment, we're not playing fantastically well. $11 clean sheets if we can hold on for 12 more minutes. Wan-Bissaka has just won a goal. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I'm not sure who's down. He's just taken one in the balls. Squaring. Oh, right on the bell end. It's Basuma. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You're going to need to check on that, mate. That, oh. Got smashed in the dick. Pereira's going to take the corner when Basuma's counted his tackle. Right into Basuma, says Jay Reedy. Fairmod says he'll give me €10 if Igalo doesn't score. I'd rather Igalo scored because I'm getting nervous for some reason. Shoot. It's come to Brighton, this ball, and now they've got possession again. 10 minutes to go. Go on, Andreas. Chuck South into that. Andreas got megged by Basuma. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. What did I just see? Pre-season PLO on the corner, says MS Army. Yes, Malik. Hope you're doing well, bro. Been a very, very long time. That's a foul on Matic by Morpie. Woo! Come on, Wan. James, win a corner or something. I still keep laughing about Basuma's tickle tackle taking a battering. Penalty! Go on, Scotty, lad! Oh, shit. Connolly's breaking. Brandon Williams is back with him. He's won the ball. Well done, Brandon. 86-minute goal coming from Igalo, says Fairmods. United have settled possession a little bit. Oh, his willy must be still. I reckon his balls are in his somewhere located in this area of his body. I think we need to do an X-ray on Basuma's tackle on his whole shit, just to see how far high they've gone up. Whether we can just chop them down a bit, get them back down into where they're supposed to be. Come on, Andres Pereira, complete a pass. Hey! Go on, shoot. Who's that? Danny James. Oh, Igalo nearly got it. McTominay! Oh! He absolutely twatted it. And it nearly went in. Oh, it was going straight in. The defender got a great block on that. Six minutes for De Gea to hold on to his clean sheet. Maguire's been very good today with his distribution from the back. That wasn't a foul on McTominay. I'm not sure about that one. Sean says it will 100% buy an Igalo mug if he scores tonight. I can't find my Igalo mug. It was here somewhere. I must have put it in the sink for once. Oh! Oh! Danny James in. The ball hit his back. Oh! Daniel, son. You got to wax it on and wax it off, not fucking just smash it at the keeper. Oh. Is that what he said, Stu? I heard him say the word mercenary, but I didn't hear what he said. Stu said Gary Neville described the team that lost at Brighton as mercenary city, and it was spot on. Dan James like a rabbit in the headlights, says Sam. Igalo, touch to Pereira. Pereira completes another pass to Daniel James, who's on the left wing, cutting it in, having a shot, twatting it straight at the goalkeeper again. So bad from Dan James, says John, though. He's clearly out of form. He's not starting. Obviously, Mason Greenwood's taking his spot in the team, but we need his clean sheet. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Fight for that shit. Throw in. 4 or 5 minutes to go. I just want a game to finish now with the clean sheet. I don't even want a goal anymore. That wasn't even a smash. Manan could hit the ball harder than that. That's Brixton. Chop a brick like Daniels. Who's chopping up bricks, bro? Don't be talking about that on this, please. Remy, I'm not going to read that one out, just in case someone clips me up and takes it serious. Gary said McTominay could have potential to be a centre-back. Sounds like something Jose Mourinho would say, and I'm not for that at all. He's a midfielder. Leave him in midfield. 87 minutes on the clock. As you can see, 3 minutes to go, plus injury time. United are 3-0 up. It's been an accomplished performance all up until Pogba and Bruno went off, and then it fell apart for United since then. Brighton have had a lot more of the ball, although We had a great chance with Brandon Williams' header, which went straight over. McTominay beats Harry Maguire to the header from the corner, and Daniel James mops it up, but the ball is still in Brighton's possession as they take it back up the field to their defence, and they give it to their goalkeeper. It's quite short. Igalo looked interested for a minute, but Ryan managed to get there before he did. Now Brighton are on the attack, and the offside flag has gone up with 2 minutes and a bit to go. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in today, by the way. I have appreciated every single last one of you for tuning in. Remember, we're going to be back in around half an hour's time, so 10:30 p.m. exactly. It's now 2 minutes past 10. Bruno Fernandes has got the man of the match for his 2 goals. He had 6 passes into the box, 2 shots on target and 2 goals. So he did well today with his shots. Yeah. Been an accomplished performance for United all up until the substitutes, but that's what you do. You want to get 2, 3, 4-0 in front and then take your big players off and allow, you know, go through the gears a little bit, you know, take your foot off the pace a little bit. You would have liked to have seen a little bit more from Daniel James, Andreas Pereira, you know, Odion Igalo even, Scott McTominay. He hasn't done too badly, but, you know, maybe a little bit more intent to keep their spots in the team. But that'd be being overly harsh on them. We've had a little bit of a spell where Brighton have come into it since the substitutes. You expect that to happen when you make big substitutes and you change your midfield. So I'm not too concerned by that. It could have been more goals for United today, and it's not been. We're now 1 minute away from the end, or 90th minute, and then we will have injury time. Then I will go and get freshened up. I'll go and get ready. I will film my review, and then we'll get back for the fan cams later on at 10:30, so make sure you're coming back for that. Some of these players need more game time, says Sam. Would you loan out Daniel James? I think at the moment we need more width, and it depends who we sign, but I don't see that as a realistic alternative. He's 22 years old as it is, you know what I mean, and that's not old, but you know, we should start seeing as much as we can of him by now. In the first team, he's in the box as we speak. He's got the ball across almost to Andreas Pereira. He didn't look for Andreas Pereira. He got tackled. It was a poor touch by him, and the play breaks down, and Brighton have possession as we enter the 90th minute. 90 minutes are up. We head into injury time as Trossard takes the ball forward. Lindelof hits it out for a throw-in, and Manchester United will be edging this game away. 3 minutes added on. Accomplished performance. My man of the match. Probably be. I'd go Mason Greenwood, you know. I know Bruno got 2 goals. I'd go Mason Greenwood. I thought everything that he did today was fantastic. You look at his first goal. It was the goal that got us started and got us underway. I know Bruno got 2. You could say he had a little bit of luck with one, and he had a very good performance today. Bruno was an 8 out of 10. I'd say Mason was a 9 out of 10. You look at the break for the 3rd goal, his assist for Bruno Fernandes, his 2nd. It was fantastic. And I just think that's the kind of performance that we need from one of our right wingers. Marcus Rashford he got 2 assists the other day for Anthony Martial, but Marcus Rashford hasn't been great. So it's been great to see Mason Greenwood step in with a performance, his teammates step in a performance, Anthony Martial, you know, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and helping the team out. Oh fucking hell, Wan. Smashed it at Matic's face. Matic has been good today. I don't expect him to start against Bournemouth. I'd keep him out of that game. We shouldn't need Matic to beat Bournemouth. If we do, we're in trouble. Mason on the right. He just slows it down a little bit. He's like he's been playing for 15 years, Mason Greenwood. Yeah, my man of the match, defo Mason Greenwood. A goal and an assist from him. I know Bruno got 2, but it's him. The other assists came from Paul Pogba. Aaron Wan-Bissaka went to find out in Igalo. The defender span it and it went the other way, and Igalo tried to redirect his run and get on it but couldn't. Brighton have now given away a free kick to Manchester United after an offside decision. So United enter the final minute of stoppage time with that. Rebecca, I appreciate you, Rebs. Thank you very much for getting involved. Not only are you a member, not only are you always here, you've given us a little super chat as well. Celebration drink for you. Come on United, love all your videos and live streams. I appreciate you, Rebecca. Thank you very much for the support. Guys, you can also follow us on Twitter at AdamMcKola, Instagram at AdamMcKola, Snapchat, which I don't really use anymore to be honest, Facebook, all that good stuff. It's just AdamMcKola. We've got pages and all of those things, and those things will be getting updated very, very soon. Also, there's some big news coming your way in my world, from my world very soon, and it will also be a big part of your world too. So keep it locked for that big news which is coming. I've hinted at it already in the Discord group that we have for the members, so they know what's going on a little bit. But yeah, big news coming. And there's the full-time whistle as Manchester United have beaten Brighton 3-0 here at the Amex Stadium. What a day it has been. Mason Greenwood, my man of the match, with a goal and an assist. 2 goals for Bruno Fernandes, an assist for Paul Pogba as well. Manchester United get a crucial 3 points in the race for top 4, and of course can hopefully move on now and can continue to push on and do a lot better. But what a day, what a day. Guys, I'm going to head off now, finish this beer, get freshened up, get ready for fan cams, so make sure you're back here for them. But for now, I have been AdamMcKola. United have been amazing, quite frankly, today. Apart from the last 20 minutes, I'm out of here.